obviously I got my hired guns to my right and to my left. We're excited about the weekend. We're getting ready to have a workout here on Thursday afternoon, and we're catching a bus to Raleigh around 4:30 today. Have a quick meal before we go, and I think the rest is pretty much out there. Obviously, there's a lot on the line, just like there is every weekend. But as you finish the season and things culminate, and the way things have culminated this year, it's Virginia Tech versus NC State on Friday night for a chance at an ACC dual meet title, and then we've got to finish it up Saturday at Duke. So it's a big weekend for us. Duke just had a big win last night over North Carolina. So it's just a great kind of test run or dry run for these guys going into the postseason and being able to put back-to-back days together. So from a scheduling standpoint, that's why we did it. It's because it's a quick turnaround. They're going to wrestle Friday night, and they're going to have to wrestle basically at lunchtime or right after lunchtime on Saturday. So it's simulating what they're going to have to do in New York City in about a month. So with that said, you guys get to hear me talk all the time. I'll let you guys ask any questions to me. I appreciate you being here, but these guys are the stars right now, and I'm excited to point out that I got 2 All-Americans on my right and 2 All-Americans on my left, and that's pretty good company to hang out with.
The last time I talked to you, you guys were not anywhere near full strength. What's sort of the update there, or how healthy are you going?
We're good. We're good across the board. It's been a long time since we've had everybody in the room, but for pretty much the last week, we've had everybody that we feel basically the best guy at every weight has been ready to go, and it's been a long time since I've been able to sit here and say that.
For all you guys, I guess you can go in order. What's the challenge of doing it back-to-back, and do you understand Coach's thinking in sort of the scheduling, or do you think he's crazy for doing that? What do you think? How do you look at that?
I think it's better for the team to do it that way. It kind of gives us a little preview of the NCAA tournament because it's going to be back-to-back weigh-ins for that. So, that's definitely going to be good for the team. And also, it's good that we have a full lineup and all of our starters ready to go.
I also see it as a plus. I think it's, as Coach Dresser and Joey said, getting prepared for the NCAA tournament. That's the main thing at the end. What everyone sees at the end, that's what goes written down in stone. And the past 2 weekends, we've also done it kind of, it's not Friday, Saturday, but Friday, Sunday, so it's still kind of simulating the national tournament as well.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's good for weight management, and obviously it's a big part of our sport. So, you got to be good off the scale no matter what, especially in dual meets when it's a 1-hour weigh-in. So you got to be good every day. Every day you step out there and get ready for nationals. That's the ultimate preparation. So back-to-back weigh-ins for sure are a plus, and I'm sure this guy's not going to care too much about the weigh-ins.
Yeah, back-to-back weigh-ins aren't that big of a deal for me. But finding somewhere to eat every night, it kind of is. But it is good. It still simulates the NCAA tournament a little bit, having a match, whether you lose, win, don't perform well, and then having to come back the next day or 2 days later and performing again and kind of fine-tuning everything. That's what you're going to do at the end of the year in March, so it's good.
You guys get to spend a lot of time focusing on each of your individual opponents in this situation, or do you just focus on the first one now and then worry about the second one after your matches?
Yeah, it's generally just one at a time, and whatever match is in front of you, that's the most important one. That's what we always say. Coach Chester always says that. It's the next match is the most important one. So you try and focus on, what we have to do. Obviously, NC State's a big duel, and for most of us, those are, big matches in individual aspect. But, one match at a time. You generally watch film and do that, but a lot of it is training just for your style and wrestling, going out and performing the way you can. That's the biggest thing.
You guys want to go now in reverse order and tell me, give me kind of an update of how you feel you're wrestling right now going into NC State. Just are you happy with where you're at, or what's missing?
I love scoring points, and I feel like I haven't scored enough points the past couple weekends, so that's one thing that I'm looking to do. And I have a really good opponent this weekend who has a pretty good record. I think he has a 60-some match winning streak, and I'm looking to ruin that. I'm looking to ruin his whole season. So. Yeah, I'm going to be the underdog, which is rare for me this season, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll be happy after this weekend.
Yeah, I agree. I have the same type of situation, undefeated guy, and I haven't actually I didn't wrestle the past two duels the last weekend, so just minor injuries and stuff that we're just taking care of. So I feel like I'm wrestling pretty good, and You know, always in the practice room, you try and, you know, wrestle the way you would in a match, and that's really all I've been focusing on, really, is in practice and being able to compete like I would in a match. So if practice is any indication of wrestling on the weekend, I'm doing good. So.
I'm wrestling pretty good too, but I picked the bad guys. The really bad guys in our room, so I'm wrestling good too. Okay.
I feel like I'm right where I need to be, wrestling-wise, right now. Honestly, I think it's the best I've been wrestling ever since I started. Getting back to what Dresser said when I was 4 years old and going out there scoring points. That's what he likes seeing, and I feel like I've finally been able to do that in the wrestling room, getting myself tired, pushing the pace, and being able to go to another level of uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah, kind of same thing with me. Same thing at Tide Side. I need to be scoring more points in my matches and getting bonus points for my team. Because I feel like I'm one of the leaders on the team, so I need to kind of represent our team well. And I just feel like I'm wrestling pretty well right now, and just kind of keep my weight under control too is a main thing for me. And now that it's getting close to the end of the season, I feel like my weight's really starting to get where I want it, and that way I'll feel good come right at the end of nationals.
Regarding the NC State duel, obviously Ty and Nick have matches that, if you look at them on paper, kind of toss-up matches. You two are both pretty heavily favored in your matches. Do you both feel like you need to score bonus points to give your team a chance to win this weekend?
I do. I feel like that is part of a necessity for us to go out there and perform and get the W. But I mean, I was talking with Coach St. John this weekend. Told him, I was like, man, I feel like I need to go out there and get some bonus points and stuff. And he just told me just to relax and just go out there, do what you've been doing. It'll all come. Don't think about trying to go out there and get a pin, because I mean, if you think like that, this might not even happen. So just go out there, just wrestle your match, and it'll all come.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing Zach said. I mean, you just got to go out there and have fun. I mean, you're gonna do pretty well. Just like at the Moss Arts Center, I never really thought about really getting bonus points or anything. I just went out there to have fun and end up getting 2 pins. So hopefully that'll carry over to this duel.
What's the update on that? You were telling me about that dual championships that's new this year, and these guys probably know. I don't know. how
Well,
that
there's a
works.
lot. There's a lot that's going to happen this weekend, being the final weekend of the regular season. NC State's got us on Friday night, and then they've got Missouri, which is the top 5 team, on Sunday afternoon. So how they do and how they do on Sunday, how they do with us and how they do on Sunday is going to determine a lot of who goes where. Basically, it's kind of a bowl championship series similar to football. And so by Sunday afternoon or Sunday night, we'll kind of know our fate. It looks like we're going to make it, which 8 teams make it in the nation, and they wrestle the top 8 teams in the Big Ten. That's kind of how it's set up, a little bit different. We won't know our fate until Sunday afternoon, but Sunday afternoon we'll be going to some campus next weekend, either on Sunday or Monday. So next Sunday or Monday, we'll go somewhere. We don't know where, but it looks like there's a pretty good chance we're going to go somewhere. And obviously, the better we do, if we want to go to maybe Iowa or even possibly Penn State, I think we'd have to win, and then NC State would have to beat Missouri on Sunday. So there's, it's kind of something in wrestling that's exciting now. There's, the dual meet really means something besides an ACC title. Now we've got a chance to go wrestle in a really big time environment. So these guys are all competitors and gamers. They like to win at everything. So they're going to be excited. They want to have fun, and they like to keep score, and that's why they're as good as they are.
For any or all of you guys, I know the focus is still on nationals and all that, but this dual championship that Coach is talking about, is that a cool event? Is that something you guys are excited about? Like?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a team sport as much as it is individual, so it's fun when you could go out there as a team, especially against a good Big Ten team in whatever venue they have. So it'll be nice, and I think we'll have a blast, especially since it'll be kind of the last thing on the road. It means something, but it kind of doesn't. It's fun. You can kind of let loose, and it's fun.
And it's also like a chance to see different opponents. I mean, we don't really get to go out and see a lot of Big Ten kind of guys, so it'd be good for us.
Going to a Big Ten venue too is going to be big, just because nationals, it's a ton of people there. I mean, we might have Iowa, and so I mean that's the way it's looking at least. So I mean, if we get a chance to go there, that's going to be a good simulation of the NCAA tournament too.
Zach and Joey, seeing you guys for a long time now, going from the high school ranks to where you give me some type of idea where you feel that you are from those early years and what you changed and improved on?
I just feel like I've gotten a lot more mature since then. I mean, when I came here my freshman year, I had no idea how to cut weight, had no idea how to do any of that type of stuff. But I mean, it's took me a little bit, but I've definitely gotten to the point where I feel like I'm ready to go, and just my wrestling's gotten 100% better since I've been here at Tech, and especially with these 2 new coaches we had in, they've really helped out a lot. So.
Yeah, like Joey said, coming out of high school, I mean, you get thrown into the college dressing room, it's kind of get thrown to the wolves, and you got to be ready for that. So, I mean, that just stepping into that room, coming out of high school, you get exponentially better, and just as long as you take it in the right direction and use it as motivation to try and get better. And I agree. I believe that's what myself and Joey have done since then. Like you said, we've matured, and with the help of all our great coaches, we've gotten better.
You guys kind of have a lot going on. Obviously, as we know, nationals and ACCs are coming up. You have the nationals, like we've been talking about. You have Sabatsky making big news. You're back in the power ranking, the top 8 by the NCAA. So, with all of this attention and everything that's going on, does that kind of like fuel the fire's momentum, or is it a distraction? You get a little nervous, or do you just ignore all of that hype altogether?
I think it's expected, at least for this team, and so it's not really a big deal, you know, being in the top 8. I think we're, whatever we are now, I think the whole team would agree that that's undervalued for us, you know, and so wherever we're at, whether it's big news and the ACC dual meet, whatever it is, going to national duels, things like that, it's expected of this team for sure. I think 100% all of us agree that, you know, if we weren't there, it'd be big news for us, you know, and so that's kind of the mindset that we've had all year. You know, as Dresser said earlier, we haven't had really our full lineup really the whole year. So, I mean, obviously for us all to get back together and be able to do this, I think we're going on the right path at the end of the year, you know, and everything's expected at this point, winning especially. So.
Yeah, nothing really changes for us, but it is nice, and we're a close team and we're all good friends. So when somebody does well, we definitely feed off each other. So a big win by like Sabatsky or a guy who needs to have a big win and stuff like that, it definitely fuels the fire for us a little bit. But nothing really changes. We still even kill, and we know what we have to do.
Any other questions?
All right, thanks for everybody coming.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.